Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon, Shivashri, Sunny, Rajiv. Good afternoon. So again, a new day with a new topic. So we are going to discuss, in the last class, we discussed linear equations. We did linear equation, that is with the power 1. We did equations, equality, linear equation with the power 1 on the variable. We did linear equation of 1 variable, 2 variables, and 3 variables. So in today's session, we'll pick up, we'll pick up the second part of it, that is quadratic and cubic equations. Chetan, we do not take any comments here. And yes, Ishan will take up the doubts in the end. Yes. So today also, I would request you first, let us complete with the concept for the day, because it extends to, to a great extent when we are into understanding the concept. And once we are done with it, we'll cover up the doubts, the questions that you people have. So as you can see, I'm talking about equations today. I hope everybody has joined. So we'll be talking about equations here. Equations as in, we'll be talking precisely about quadratic equation first. We'll give more focus to it. And then, yes, we will also be covering the solutions for cubic equations. So before going to quadratic equation, just a small reminder or just a revision. Like in the last class, we did linear equations. So linear equation is the one wherein the variable has the power 1. The highest power of the variable is 1. And if you remember, we studied the value of x, which is satisfying the given condition of equality. That is known as root of equation. Yes, I hope this is something that we have practiced also. A lot of you might have practiced the questions also from the exercise. The chapter is quite easy and easily understandable. You can always relate it with your practical lives. The second part of the equation is the quadratic equation. Quadratic says when the power, the highest power of the variable becomes 2, then it forms a quadratic equation. So even if I have something like 4x square minus 9 equals to 0, even if one variable is there and we have the highest power as 2, okay, then it becomes a quadratic equation. I'll repeat. Something like this: 2x square minus 3x plus 7 equals 0. When the highest power of the variable is 2, we call it as variable square. So this is x square. Okay. So in this part also, this is a linear, this is a typical quadratic equation. Ax square bx plus c, where a, b and c, the constants are there. X is the variable. So I'll just quickly correct this part. So as I was saying, x is a variable here. X is the variable. A, B and C are constants, but A and B are coefficients of, A is coefficient of x square and B is coefficient of x. C is purely the constant. And 2 here stands for the degree. Degree is the highest power of the equation. That's called degree. Okay. Okay, that's nice to hear. Harshita, that you got a mock test, and yes, it is good for practice. You should always go for practicing the mock test. Then very quickly, so quadratic equation is the equation with the second degree, the equation with the highest power as 2. then it forms quadratic equation. So we have, different types of quadratic equations also. Like just now I gave you one of the examples as 4x square minus 9 equals to 0. When in a particular quadratic equation, this x term is not there. That is b coefficient of x is 0. Something like this, where you only have one x square term and the other as a constant. This is known as a pure quadratic equation. This is an example of a pure quadratic equation. How it is a pure quadratic equation? So if you are going to solve for x here, 4x square is equal to 9. X square will be equal to 9 by 4. So your x can be plus or minus 3 by 2. That is, you will square root the equation. Some have doubt like y plus or minus 3 by 2, right? Y plus or minus 3 by 2. So this one says when the 9 and 4, they are the squares. If you understand, square a positive 3 square will also give you positive 9. A negative 3 square will also give you positive 9. So this 9 could be positive as well as negative. So hence we write the square root as x to be equal to plus or minus of 3 by 2. Or even if you're not convinced with this, what we do is we bring 9 by 4 on one side. Now we write it this way, x square minus 3 by 2 whole square. This looks like a formula a square minus b square. The formula a square minus b square. It is a minus b into a plus b. So we can write this as x minus 3 by 2 into x plus 3 by 2. So your answer for x will be, once x minus 3 by 2 is equal to 0, gives you x is equal to 3 by 2. In the other part, x plus 3 by 2 equal to 0 gives you minus 3 by 2. That's how it works, right? Okay. Sure, Karan, I'll repeat for you in Hindi. क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन वो इक्वेशन होता है जिसके वेरिएबल का हाईएस्ट पावर 2 होता है. ठीक है, इस हाईएस्ट पावर को हम डिग्री भी कहते हैं और पावर भी कहते हैं. प्योर क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन वो होता है जिसमें x का टर्म नहीं होता, सीधा x स्क्वायर और कांस्टेंट होता है. ठीक है, सो वी टेक आउट द स्क्वायर रूट और फिर हमें x के वैल्यूज मिलेंगे. माइंड यू, लीनियर इक्वेशन हैज अ डिग्री 1. So it gives you only one root. Quadratic equation has a degree 2. So most of the time you will be finding 2 roots for a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation gives you 2 answers, 2 roots. Okay. Next. Kalyani, someone posted that they wanted to attempt June mock test. I just replied to that. Okay. If you want to check, you can check on the website. Vishnu is asking, should we solve the exercise questions by ourselves? You should practice most of the questions. We have a constraint of time in the class. We have to cover topics also, and we have to cover your doubts also. So it requires a lot of time to cover all the questions in the material. So it is better you practice on your own and you can ask your doubts. Okay. Please focus in the class. Please focus in the concept rather than asking the random questions. So pure quadratic equation is a one where you do not have x variable value. And if you get in a quadratic equation a value with x, that is a value with or a variable with degree 1 along with degree 2, then it is known as affected quadratic equation. Like this one, this is known as affected quadratic equation. If I have something like 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals to 0, this is an affected quadratic equation because your pure relationship of x square and a constant is affected here. Okay. Now talking about the roots of equation, the values of x for which the equation holds true are the roots of the equation. So just now I told you in a quadratic equation, we have two roots. We have two roots in a quadratic equation. That is two answers for you. Okay. Let's try this question. Let us solve for x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. How to find the roots of the equation? So we have different ways of doing it. One way is to do it by factorization. The other way to do this is by using the formula. I will be teaching you both. Focus here. Yes, I understand some of you know the concept already. So Rahul has given the answer already. Varda, Raghav, they have given the answers already. Okay. So your equation was x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Under factorization method, what we have to do is we have to multiply a and c. Okay. First you multiply a and c. Whatever number comes in, I'll give you the steps. Multiply a and c. Okay. So whatever number comes in, do the prime factorization of factors. Sorry, of the product. Do the prime factorization of the product obtained in step 1. Do the prime factorization of product obtained in step 1. Then out of the factors, rearrange and identify factors that give sum or difference as B. So we will be arranging, yes, this is called splitting the middle term. We will be arranging or identifying the factors that give sum or difference as B. Then just simplify them. Okay. So what we are going to do here is 1, no number means 1 into 6 is 6. So prime factorization of 6. 6 can be written as 1 into 6. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. Now 6 minus 1 is also equal to 5. But I will not pick up 6 minus 1 here. Reason being, I do not have any other minus. I'll be using minus factors only if either of them have minus or both the terms must be minus. 2 plus 3 also gives me 5. So I'll pick this up. I'll say x square minus 2 plus 3 into x plus 6 equals to 0. Open the bracket. X square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equals to 0. Take out x common from these two numbers. You're left with x minus 2. Minus 3 common from these two numbers. You're left with positive x here, but minus 3 taken out gives you negative 2. So if you see x minus 2 is there on both sides, so you take x minus 2 common out of here, we are left with x minus 3. So this is the prime factorization method or splitting the middle term method. Okay. So hence value of x, that is x minus 2 equals 0. The value of x can be 2. X minus 3 equals 0. Value of x can be 3. What does these value mean? These values means if you substitute 2 to this equation or you substitute x for 3 in this equation, in both the cases, it will be equal to 0. Okay. Yes, Shri Ragini, I could read your comments here. Yes, Anjana, I will repeat for you. So I'll repeat this. First method is factorization method or splitting the middle term method. Under this method, you multiply a and c first. You get some product. Then do the prime factorization of that product. In my case, 6 was the product. So I've done prime factorization of 6. 6 can be obtained by 1 into 6 and 2 into 3. Okay. So if I do 1 into 6, okay, I'll just show you very quickly what is the impact of having 1 into 6. I could have also written x square minus 5 as 6 minus 1, x plus 6. Now what is happening here is when you are taking out this common, as in you open the bracket, this becomes x square minus 6x minus minus plus x plus 6 equals to 0. So if you see, if I take out common, they will not come out as common. X minus 6 plus 1, x plus 6. So when I do not have anything in common here, I cannot proceed with my solution. What I mean to say is either of either A or C, either of them must be negative, or both factors must be negative. Only then it will work. Like my 6 and 1, I would be getting 5 by reducing 1 from 6. So one is positive, the other one is a negative number, and rest of the two numbers are positive. So I cannot go with 6 minus 1 here. 2 plus 3 are the factors. Like both are positive, here also both are positive. Hence I can go with 2 plus 3 as my suitable answer. Okay. I hope I have answered your query, Suchit. Sarita, I can see your comments. And yes, Vipin, your comments are also visible. What is A and C being asked by Aboli? A is the coefficient of x square and C is the constant. In your equation, you will understand any number with A, since it was only x square. So the number with A is assumed to be 1. So any number with x square is A, and the lone number without any variable is C. Okay. Good. Great. For many of you, it is clear now. Let me help with the other method. I hope you have understood why we are not taking x square minus 6 and why we are not taking this 6 minus 1 part. Of course, I can repeat the concept. Saravanan, look here. One last time for you. X square minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. Okay. What you have to do is take the coefficient of x square. Right now, I do not have any number, so I'll take it as 1. So multiply the coefficient of x square with that of constant. The product is 6. Focus here. Do the prime factorization of 6. 2 into 3, 3 ones are. That is, I can write 6 as either 6 into 1 or 2 into 3. Okay. So here, since both x square and 6, they are both positive. So I would prefer to have the addition combination. I said, na, find out the factors combination in such a way that it gives sum equal to b. So I must have such factors pair, the sum of which is going to be 5, or either the difference of which is going to be 5. Now I am not taking difference here, reason being both x square coefficient and constant both are positive. Either both of them have to be positive or both of them have to be negative. Then I will take up only the plus factor. If A and C both are positive or both are negative, then I will take up the addition combination. Okay. But if either of A or C are positive or negative, then in order to get B, I will prefer to have a subtraction combination. Okay. So here 2 plus 3 gives me 5. So I will take, instead of 5, I will take 2 plus 3 into x plus 6 equals 0. So we will open the bracket. This looks like this: x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equals 0. Start taking out common. X taken common, x minus 2, minus 3 common from here, minus 3 taken out, x minus 2 equals 0. So x minus 2 taken out common from here, from both the numbers. Here I'm left with x, here I'm left with minus 3. So individually x minus 2 is equal to 0 and x minus 3 is equal to 0. So I get the value of x as 2 and 3. Now is it understandable? I hope this is understandable now. It is working great for you guys. Yes. Okay, this was one of the simplest of the equations I had. And I hope this is working. Okay, yes. Now I'll tell you the formula method also. We can also find out the roots directly by using the quadratic formula. Okay, we call it as a discriminate formula. I'll just quickly show you what we are doing. Though there is a derivation of the formula also, but I would suggest you to understand the formula rather than understanding the derivation of the same, because that won't be asked in the paper. What will be asked in the paper would be the answer, the roots. Yes. So we are not here doing derivation. We are just trying to understand. So using the formula, we have a formula of, okay, if the equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals 0. So the first thing that we need to find out is known as discriminate. Discriminate is D. Okay, we have to find out discriminate. Okay, so discriminate can be found by using b square minus 4ac as a formula. Okay, b square minus 4ac gives me discriminate. So first step is I'll find out b square minus 4ac. Then the value of x, that is roots, the value of x is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. Minus b, minus coefficient of x, plus or minus root d by 2a. Yes, discriminant. Thank you for correcting. Sorry, discriminant. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Correction done. Discriminant. Thank you so much, Karan. Okay. So root is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So now if I have to apply this system into the question given, you will think that factorization is good. But in some cases where factorization is not easy to be done, or in case of irrational roots, numbers, then you will find that this formula method is far better. So you find out D here. D is b square minus 4ac. That is minus 5 square minus 4 into a into c. So this gives me 25 minus 24, which is equal to 1. Okay. Anjana, discriminant. Correction done. It is discriminant. Okay. So D is 25 minus 24. Once you get D, find out the value of x. X will be equal to minus b. B along with its sign. If it is a negative part, we'll take it negative -5. If it is positive, then we'll take minus of positive number. So minus b plus or minus square root of d, the discriminant that we have found, divided by 2 into a. So we solve them individually as minus minus plus 5. Square root of 1 can be plus 1 by 2. And square root of 1 can be minus 1 by 2. So that gives me 5 plus 1 by 2, 6 by 2 or 4 by 2. So your answer is 3 and 2. Exactly the one that I got through prime factorization. Exactly the formula that we are exactly the value that we are getting from prime factorization. So you can use either ways. You can use factorization method also. You can use formula method also. By factorization, I'll repeat, we will split the middle term by doing the prime factorization of a into c and getting the sum or difference as the middle term. In formula case, we find out discriminant to correct this part, which is also known as which is also known as d. Okay, which is also known as d. The formula for d is b square minus 4ac. So for x value, you do minus of b plus or minus root d by 2a. X square minus 5x plus 6 was my question. Here 5 is my b. No number means a is 1 and 6 is c. Using these parts, b square minus 5 square minus 4 into a is 1 into c is 6. So 25 minus 24 gives me 1. So the value of x is minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So minus and minus b. So minus is minus 5 plus or minus root d 1 by 2a. Solve them individually, one with the plus and one with the minus. So you get two answers like this. Okay. Thank you, Ustad. D is something we are calculating by using the formula. Khushi, D is something we are calculating by using the formula. Okay, let's go to the second part of this topic, that's known as sum of roots. So if you understand, for okay, let me take another yeah, it is easier. Let me take one more equation for you, then I'll talk about sum of roots and product of roots with you guys. So you first need to practice one more question for me before we go into the second part. Okay, so let us try to work this out. X square minus 8x plus 16 equals to 0. Try to work this out. X square minus 8x plus 16 equals to 0. You can use either method. If I use D, D is b square minus 4ac. So it is minus 8 square minus 4 into 1 into 16. So that makes it 64 minus 64 equals 0. And don't get panic if you get 0. Very good. I have started getting the answers from Kushal, Shalini, Sahil, Raghav, Rahul. Very good. So D is equal to 0. So my X will be minus B plus or minus root D by 2A. So minus B plus or minus, okay, minus of minus 8 plus or minus 0 by 2 into a is 1. So minus of minus 8 is plus 8. This is entire part is 0 by 2. So you get 4 for both. 4 plus 0 is 4, 4 minus 0 is 4. So your both roots are 4. And by factorization method, 16 factors, 4 4s are 16, and 4 plus 4 gives me 8x. So minus 4 plus 4 into x plus 16 equals 0. So x minus 4x minus 4x plus 16 equals 0. X square, x common, x minus 4 minus 4, x minus 4 equals 0. So I get x minus 4 and x minus 4 in both the brackets, which gives me the answer as x equal to 4, 4. Not minus 4, Shivashri, check your answer. It's not minus 4. Yes, Harshita, D is 0, but value of x is 4. Good. So what I want to tell you is, you know what happens? These are the roots. The values that we have found are the roots. So I'll just remove this part also. For x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0, the roots were 3 and 2. For x square minus 8x plus 16 equals to 0, the roots were 4, 4. So what we have is, I'll just quickly show you a relationship. You will be surprised to find something great. So what is sum of roots? As in, if I have to name the roots, one is alpha, the other one is beta. Sum of roots is alpha plus beta. So what is sum of roots here? If you see, it is 3 plus 2, which is 5. And where did you get this 5 from? 5 is this number only. So this is nothing, but as per the formula, it is minus b by a. We will take up the next slide also, product of roots. Product of roots means multiplying these factors. So it is 3 into 2 gives you 6. 6 was what? It was c only. So it is c by a. Sum of roots. Yes, Priyanka, I am repeating. When you have an equation, okay, I think I should be changing the equation because a is 1 in both the cases. So let me take a different kind of, system. So let us take an equation, something like this, 2x square minus, let's have 7x plus, plus 5 equals 0, supposedly. Okay. So I would be solving this. 2x square, 2 5s are 10. Factors of 10 so that it becomes 7. So that is 2 plus 5. So minus 2 plus 5 x plus 5 equals 0. You can also use discriminant formula, whichever way. We'll come to it, Sakaldeep. If d is negative, I'll tell you what happens. We'll come to it. Don't worry. So 2x square minus 2x minus 5x plus 5 equal to 0. 2x taken out as common, x minus 1 minus 5 x minus 1 equals 0. So 2x minus 5 into x minus 1 equals 0. So 2x minus 5 equals 0. 2x is equal to 5. X is equal to 5 by 2. X minus 1 equals 0. X is equal to 1. Now I'll talk from here. I'll not take the older example. I'll talk about this. So when I'm saying sum of roots means you will be adding 5 by 2 and 1. So when you add 5 by 2 and 1, what do you get? 5 plus 2, 7 by 2. Now can you relate it with the equation? Can you see? Can you relate it to the equation? See, I have 7, I have 2. So your sum of roots is nothing but minus b by a. Okay. Yes, Sheetal, I'm getting your answers. Sum of roots is minus b by a. Likewise, if I have to do product of roots, it's 5 by 2 into 1 gives you 5 by 2. And again, if you see from the equation, it is 5 is the constant, 2 is the coefficient of x square. So it is equal to c by a. Are you understanding this much first? Are you understanding this much? I hope you understand sum of roots now. So sum of roots can be calculated by adding the values of x, and also sum of roots without actually adding the roots. I can find out sum of the roots by coefficients itself, that is minus b by a, and the product can be found by c by a. Ronit, you can treat it as a formula, and this is also like a concept. Okay. Yeah, good. You people have understood. So this is what I wanted to tell in the other part also. So very quickly, if I have to do the construction of equation, oh, I think if I have to do a construction of quadratic equation, as in through roots, if I get to know the roots, the value, okay, if I get to know the roots, can I make the quadratic equation myself? Yes, I can do that. Of course, I can do that. So quadratic equation can be formed by using the roots itself. Ronit is asking alpha beta kya hai? Alpha and beta are the roots, are the values of x that you are calculating. So one value of x is alpha, the other value of x is beta. That's how you're treating. Sign can be, Arshdeep is asking, ma'am, sign can be changed. The formula for sum of roots is minus b by a. The product of the roots is c by a. No changing anywhere else. Okay. Now try to understand. I'll again take you back to the same first question. X square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. You found the roots alpha as 3 and beta as 2. We did sum of the roots. If you understand, we did sum of the roots, 3 plus 2 equals to 5. We did product of the roots, that is 3 into 2 equals 6. Now, if I have these values, supposedly I was not given the equation itself, but I had these values. I knew that there will be an equation whose roots are 3 and 2. And I have to find out the quadratic equation. So yes, perfect. A lot of you are already giving me the answer. The construction, the quadratic equation is x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equal 0. This is, you can again treat it as a formula or you understand it. This is exactly what is happening here also. So if I have to substitute this, this is like this, x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals 0. Okay. Now coming to that original equation, another equation, the another equation and that I took was 2x square minus 7x plus 5 equals to 0. Okay, so alpha here was, alpha was 5 by 2 and beta was 1. Supposedly this equation is hidden from me. I need to find out this equation. So what will I do? I will find the sum of roots. Sum of roots is 5 by 2 plus 1, which is 7 by 2. I will find the product of roots, which is 5 by 2 into 1, which is again 5 by 2. So your equation according to this formula will be, if I have to find out the equation, it will be x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0. Take the LCM. You do not have any number here, take the LCM. So this is like this, 2x square minus 7x plus 5 equals 0. 2 being divided here will go there, on multiplication will become 0. So ultimately your equation is 2x square minus 7x plus 5 equals 0. Are you understanding this? Are you understanding this? Okay, so Mansi is asking if sum of roots is minus b by a, so why sum is 7 by 2 instead of minus 7 by 2? माइनस बी में जो माइनस आता है, द माइनस दैट इज अपियरिंग इन माइनस बी बाय ए इज दैट ऑफ अ फॉर्मूला, एंड it looks like this. Minus b here is minus 7 including the sign by a, which makes it 7 by 2. I hope that answers your question, Mansi. I think most of you were responding, so screen is fine. If for a few of you you're finding screen as blurred or some problem, uh, there might be some network issue. But rest of the people are giving me responses, so I'm assuming that everything is fine. Okay, yes, good. So you have understood how to construct a quadratic equation also now. Now you can make your own quadratic equation. Okay. Now I will be talking about the types of roots. Okay. You might have just now noticed about this, that the value of d is changing. The value of d is changing. That is, if I have an equation, okay, let us try to understand it this way. If I have an equation, I'll just quickly repeat the formulas for you. If I have equation ax square minus bx plus c equals 0, I find out d, discriminant, which is equal to b square minus 4ac. Then I find out the value of x, which is equal to minus b plus or minus, sorry, this is plus, minus b plus or minus square root of d upon 2a. So we did two kinds of questions, if you remember. Oh, I'm sorry. I went in the wrong screen. So I am talking about the nature of the roots. If you have an equation of ax square plus bx plus c equals 0, okay, and we found discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac, and value of x is equal to minus b plus or minus root d upon 2a. So just now we did two questions, if you remember. One was x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0, wherein you got value 3 and 2. Then there was one more, x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 0, and you found that value of x is both same. So in what is a peculiarity, what is a speciality in both of them? In the first case, when you were calculating d, you got a d as a normal one. But in the second case, when you were doing, you got d equal to 0. So in the equation, when you are calculating, when you get discriminant equal to 0, try to understand when this discriminant is equal to 0, discriminant itself is 0 if this part is 0. If d is equal to 0, then what will be the value of x? Minus b plus or minus square root of 0 by 2a. So for both the cases, it is going to be equal to minus b by 2a. So when d is equal to 0, we say you get real and equal roots. That is, your root is equal to minus b by 2a. Okay. So when the d is equal to 0, you get the value or the root as x is equal to minus b by 2a. Okay. Then if your d is greater than 0, if your d is greater than 0, like I got d equal to 1, then x will be equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. And because we will have plus value of d, we will have minus value of d, we will have two kinds of calculation coming over here. When we have double the calculations, we have two answers. We call them as alpha and beta. So we get real numbers, we get actual numbers. Those can be rational, irrational numbers, it is not a matter, but we get actual numbers. So alpha and beta are the two real numbers that we get, and both of them are not equal to each other. So we call them as real and unequal roots. We get two real and unequal roots here. Okay. Then when the discriminant is less than 0, somebody was asking me what will happen if your D is negative. If your D is negative, I told you in the very beginning, see, there is this one, kind of logic here. I'll just tell you. You take up any random number you like, any random number. You said, okay, ma'am, I like, let us take 7. So 7 square is 49. No issues at all. But what about minus 7? Minus 7 square is also plus 49 because minus 7 into minus 7 minus minus makes it plus. In no case, a square, what does a square mean? Square mean you are multiplying the same number again. So in no case, it will never happen. In no case in reality, we can ever have, there is no case when we can ever have a negative square. A square can never be a negative number. That's the reality. That's the fact. You will never get a negative square. But this is maths. What if we actually get it? What if we actually have a number which will give you a negative square? So now what will happen? So this is not going to happen actually, but then what do we do here? We call an imaginary number called iota. We have an imaginary number called iota. Iota is represented by I. And this imaginary number has been given a value. I square is being given a value of -1. Like this is the only square which is negative. This is the only number whose square is negative. That is I square. Okay. So now what happens when your D is negative? In your, earlier classes, in your childhood days, you might have understood and you were told that D would never be a negative number. So even if you get a D as a negative number, you will say no real root and you will finish the question. But now what is happening? We are not stopping there. We are going ahead of it. We never say no real root. We say, okay, if there is no real root, we will imagine a root. We will get an imaginary number here. So we have given imaginary roots here. So wherever we get a negative D, that -1 is replaced with I square. When we have a negative D, you still follow that same formula, -b plus or minus root D by 2a. But here, since my D is a negative number, so I will have an iota here attached to it. So the answers that I would be getting, the alpha and beta that I would be getting will be with iota as a number, imaginary number. It is not existing in reality. This might cause a little bit of confusion to you, but don't worry, this is not something that is being asked. The questions are mainly focusing on real and equal roots and real and unequal roots. Still, if you feel doubt, you may ask. Still, if you're feeling any kinds of doubt, you may ask. So I have shown you this case where you have real and unequal roots. I have also shown you a case where you have real and real and equal roots. Okay. Then there might be a case when you will have, yes, we can have an example. Arshdeep is asking for the example. I can tell you the example also for the negative root. Okay. See, for that, what will happen is, okay, I'll just quickly take up something like this. 4x square plus 2x plus 3 equals 0. So you calculate D here. Okay. You calculate D. D will be b square minus 4ac. So this will become 4 minus 16 3s are 48. You get it as minus 44. Okay. Now For x, I have to say minus b plus or minus square root of minus 44 by 2 into a. Now this minus, okay, you will have to understand the working of 44 itself. 44 is 4 into 11. So square root of 44 would be first thing. Square root of 44 would be 2 root 11, one part. Okay. Then instead of minus under root, minus 1 is replaced as iota or imaginary number. So this becomes like this, minus 2 plus or minus root will be replaced with iota. Root 44 can be written as 2 root 11 divided by 8. This is your answer. That's it. We stop it here only. I will always be equal to I square. Okay, Rishika is asking, ma'am, I will always be equal to minus 1. No, Rishika, I square will be equal to minus 1. I square root of minus 1. Okay. Yes, Aboli. Normally the question only asks you to tell the nature of the roots. They don't generally ask you about the value, but we can still study. We can still try to understand. Anjana is asking for a repetition in Hindi. All of you now please focus here. I'll just repeat whatever we have said again in Hindi. Okay. So, आपके पास जब D डिस्क्रिमिनेंट निकाला इक्वल टू 0 आया तो ये तो समझ में आ गया कि दोनों आंसर्स जो होंगे वो सेम होंगे और इक्वल होंगे. जब D अदर देन 0 और ग्रेटर देन 0 है तो आपके D के x के दो आंसर्स आएंगे और दोनों रियल नंबर्स है और दोनों दोनों की वैल्यू एक दूसरे से मैच नहीं करता. बट जहां पे एक नेगेटिव D आ जाता है, D जब माइनस में आता है तो आप क्या करेंगे, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1 इसको एक इमेजिनरी नंबर दे दिया, इसका नाम रखा आयोटा. ठीक है, तो आयोटा होता है स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ -1, मतलब आयोटा स्क्वायर होता है -1. तो अब जहां पर आपका D नेगेटिव आ रहा है, जब D माइनस में आता है तो आप उस माइनस स्क्वायर रूट को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं I के साथ. बाकी का कैलकुलेशन तो आप वैसे ही करते रहेंगे जैसे आप करते आ रहे हैं. ओके. Kondhare is asking, can we write 2 root 11 iota? Yes. You can write this as 2 root 11 iota. Yes, this is also correct. 2 iota root 11 is correct. Iota 2 root 11 is correct. These are all correct. You can use anyways. Okay? Now, okay, so that finishes all the concepts of quadratic equation. We will also have numerical problems for quadratic equation, which I will be discussing. So I hope you have understood how to calculate the value. I will be doing a few questions with you in the class. But before that, let me just teach you about cubic equation also. Solving a cubic equation. So for solving a cubic equation, there is only one way of doing it, and that is known as trial and error method. So what you do once again, this is a kind of hint that works. Cubic equation looks like this: ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equals 0. Okay. Okay. So what you will be doing here is take the coefficient of x cube and the constant, multiply them. You get some product. Take the prime factorization of the product. Till here, everything is same. Take the prime factorization of the product. Now, with those factors that you are obtaining from product, start doing hit and try. Like 1 into 6. 1 into 6 is 6. The prime factorization is 1, 2, 3, and 6. These are the factors of 6. So what I can do is all these factors, I will try it out. I will put plus or minus of these factors and identify which of them will solve this part, which of them will solve this equation. So I'll try on 1 first. So I say 1 cube minus 7 into, okay, 1 is obviously going to give me the answer. The question is such. So what I'll do is I'll try some other number. Let me try 2. So I'll try 2 here first. That is why it is known as trial and error. I try 2. I'll say for x equal to 2, 2 cube minus 7 into 2 plus 6. 8 minus 14 plus 6. Again, this is also solving. I mean, either it is my good luck or my bad luck, whichever number I'm picking up. So this is giving me 0. Had I taken minus 1, supposedly I would have taken minus 1. So minus 1 cube minus 7 into minus 1 plus 6 plus 6. Okay. I will be solving this minus 1 plus 7 plus 6. So this gives me 12. So which is not equal to 0. So hence I will not use x equal to minus 1. So this gets eliminated. I will not pick this up. But with x equal to 2, I got answer 0. Try to understand. With x equal to 2, I got the answer 0. When I got the answer 0, x equal to 2, hence is a factor. If x equal to 2 is a factor, equal to 2 is on the other side, will come here. X minus 2 will be a factor. We call it this way. X minus 2 is a factor. When I get x minus 2 as a factor, now what I have to do is I have to divide this. I have to divide this equation, sorry, this entire part with x minus 2. So how do we divide? If this is x cube, this is x. By multiplying x square, I get x cube. So x square into x cube minus 2x square. That also gives me another factor. So x square into x gives me x cube. X square into 2 gives me minus 2x square. Subtract. What I get here is 2x square. Now these terms will be carried forward. Minus 6 plus 6. Minus 7x plus 6. Okay. Now I want 2x square. So x to be multiplied with plus 2 into x to get 2x square. So minus 2 into plus 2x gives me minus 4x. Again, subtract. So 2x square minus 2x square cancels out. Minus 7 plus 4 gives me minus 3x plus 6. So x to be multiplied with minus 3 gives me minus 3x plus 6. Answer is 0. So now x cube minus 7x plus 6 equals to 0 can be written as x minus 2 into x square plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Now I get a normal quadratic equation. I can solve with the normal quadratic equation here. So x minus 2, this will be solved like a normal quadratic equation. X square minus 3x plus x minus 3. Again rearranging, it gives me x minus 2, x minus 3 and x plus 1 equals 0. Sorry, x minus 1 equals 0. I just skipped off the sign part. Okay, so x plus 3 and x minus 1 equals 0. So this is going to be my answer. That is x equals to 2, minus 3 and plus 1 are the roots of cubic equation. So if you understand, for quadratic equation, you have 2 roots. For cubic equation, you will have 3 roots. Okay. Okay. Is that okay for you? And even if you have no problem, Deepak, we'll have more questions. We'll do more questions and then you will be able to understand this better. Okay. Okay, Harnoor is asking if we have equation like 10x cube plus 8x square, like a big number, then are we going to take all the factors? So no, see Harnoor, what we do is we try from the smallest one. We try from +1, -1, +2, -2. Usually we get, some value in the closer vicinity itself. So 1, -1, 2, -2 में answer आपका आने लग जाता है. Okay. Yes, thank you, Parinita. I've already corrected that. Okay. So this is like done with the concept part. We'll be doing a lot of questions today. So try to practice a lot of questions. And then once we are done with the questions, we'll be taking up the doubts. Okay. Okay, the first question is examine the nature of the roots. Examine the nature of the roots. Examine the nature of the roots. So for this, we calculate D. In order to find out the nature of the roots, calculate D. D is B square minus 4AC. So if you are calculating D here, it is -8 ka square minus 4 into 1 into 16, which gives me 0. When you get D equal to 0, we say it has real and equal roots. Okay. Yes, Arsh, I'll explain it again. Don't worry. I'll explain, Rajiv. Don't worry. We will be doing more questions. That will also help. So we will do it. Okay. The second part. In the second part, you will calculate again D. -8 whole square minus 4 into 3 into 4. So this gives me 64 minus 4, 4s are 16, 3s are 48. So 16. So we will have real and unequal roots. For this, -4 whole square minus 4 into 5 into 2. 16 minus 40. 16 minus 40 minus 24. So we will say imaginary roots. Okay. And the last one, -6 whole square minus 4 into 2 into -3. 36. 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. 12. Again, real and unequal roots. Okay, I hope this is understandable. This was an easier one for the concept clarity. Okay, before we go further, let us try to give a hands-on to solving these equations. So let us just try only the second equation. Try out second equation before I go for the next question. Try to find out those roots. 3x square minus 8x plus 4 equal to 0. I have already calculated D. D is 16. So my x value will be minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. That is 8 plus 4 by 6. 8 minus 4 by 6. So your answer is 2 and 2 by 3. 2 and 2 by 3. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for correcting. Still, it is real and unequal. Yes. Okay, I hope now solving the equation is not a problem. Now the second type of question. If alpha and beta are the roots of these equations, we just now solved it. Was it the same one? Yes. So alpha and beta are the roots of these equations. That means what is alpha now? Alpha is 2 and beta is 2 by 3. We just now solved it. Okay. Now, if alpha and beta are the two roots of the equation, find the value of the first part. The first part is very easy, super easy in fact. Alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. We have to find out its value. So how do we go with this is we take the LCM. Alpha beta. This is now alpha square plus beta square. So those of you who were running from algebra will not run away from you. Now, what do we have to do? We have something like a square plus b square. I'll quickly remind you a formula. You remember in your childhood days, you learned something like this. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. There was this kind of a formula. I hope you remember. So from here, we will derive the value for a square plus b square. So now my a square plus b square is same as a plus b whole square minus 2ab. If you understand this formula, this is what I am substituting here. So this will be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole upon alpha beta. Okay, I'm getting a lot of answers already. So when we are solving this, alpha plus beta, can you calculate alpha plus beta? Of course we can. From here itself, I know alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a, that is 8 by 3. Alpha beta is what? C by a, that is 4 by 3. So here it is 8 by 3 whole square minus 2 into 4 by 3 whole upon 4 by 3. Solve this. 64 by 9 minus 8 by 3 whole upon 4 by 3. Take the LCM in the numerator. 64 minus 3 8s are 24 upon 9 upon 4 by 3. So 40 into 3 by 9 into 4. And a lot of you had already given me the absolute correct answer, which is 10 by 3 for the first part. So 10 by 3 is the answer for the first part. Parinita gave me this answer. Chirag gave me this answer. Rahul, check your calculation. So Parinita and Chirag have given the correct answer. Okay. Yes, 10 by 3 is the answer. I hope that solves that. That is okay. Okay. So here, I'll repeat. Don't worry, I'll repeat. Everybody look here again. The things that I used were alpha plus beta whole square is same as alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. From here, I derived the formula as alpha square plus beta square to be equal to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So for this equation, my alpha plus beta is minus b by a, that is 8 by 3. Alpha beta is c by a, that is 4 by 3. So here I need alpha by beta plus beta by alpha, which is same as alpha square plus beta square by alpha beta, taking the LCM, which is same as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta upon alpha beta. And on solving, substituting the values 8 by 3 whole square minus 2 into 4 by 3 whole divided by 4 by 3. This gives you the answer as 10 by 3. Okay. Yes, Prachi is asking, can we put the values of alpha and beta here? Of course, when you know the equation, then you can put. Why not? Of course, you can put those values and then you will do that same kind of calculation. Now, the second part asks you, can you make an equation, a new equation, which has roots of alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square? Like now I need to make a new equation with these roots, a new equation which has these two numbers as roots. So if these two numbers will be roots, I need to find out sum of roots. So sum of new roots would be alpha plus beta whole square plus alpha minus beta whole square. If we open the bracket, it's like this: alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta plus alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. So 2 alpha beta cancels out. Okay. So 2 alpha beta cancels out. We are left with twice of alpha square plus beta square. Okay. Once again, substitute the values. Twice of alpha plus beta the whole square, 8 by 3 whole square, minus 2 alpha beta, 2 into 4 by 3. Solve this bracket. Solving this bracket, you get twice of 64 by 9 minus 8 by 3. Cross multiply twice of 64 minus 24 by 9. That is 40 into 2, 80 by 9 as sum of roots. Likewise, you will do product of roots. You will do product of roots. Product of roots is alpha plus beta whole square into alpha minus beta whole square. So what you can do here is, let me tell you, just like alpha square plus beta square formula, we can also derive formula for alpha minus beta whole square. Alpha minus beta whole square can be written as alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha square plus beta square can be rewritten as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Minus 2 alpha beta. So alpha minus beta the whole square is nothing but alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So we will write it this way: alpha plus beta whole square, that is 8 by 3 whole square. Alpha minus beta square can be written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. That is 64 by 9 into 64 by 9 minus 4 times 4 by 3. Take the LCM again. 64 by 9 into 64. 3. 16 3s are 48 by 9. So 64 minus 48 gives me 16. 64 into 16 by 9 by 81. Okay. 16 4s are 64. 6 96 plus 6 1024 by 81. This is your product. So your equation is x square minus 80 by 9x plus 1024 by 81 equals 0. Take the LCM. Take the LCM. 81x square minus 720x plus 1024 equals 0 is your answer. Okay. Yes, a lot of you have started and worked with me. Chirag has given me the correct answer. Dharvi has given the correct answer. Okay, Nital wants to know the second part. Second part is product of the roots. Okay, the entire second part I'll tell you. So now you have to make a new equation which has roots as alpha plus beta whole square and alpha minus beta whole square. So for the formation of equation, the formula for formation of equation is x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals 0. So I need to have sum of the roots, that is sum of new roots, and I need to have product of roots, that is product of these new roots. So once I have sum and product both, I will be able to form this equation. So I've just replaced these values. Yes. Sakaldeep has given the correct answer. Product of roots is you just have to multiply these two values, right? But see, you can do it alpha plus beta whole square, you know the value, but we do not know the value for alpha minus beta here. So what we can do is, instead of alpha minus beta whole square, I can replace this as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta. So now again, I know the value of alpha plus beta, I know the value of alpha beta, and then I am opening the bracket. Harnoor is asking, in place of opening as a formula, if we directly do 2 by 3 plus 2 by whole square and 2 by 3 minus 2 by whole square, will that work? To be honest, you are doing an MCQ paper. It doesn't matter what method you have used. Here I am just telling you, I am making you understand the concept. Of course, you can do it directly with the roots also. Okay. Okay, correct. Rahul and Devesh have also given the correct answers. I hope now this is okay. You understood this part. Now let us go to some, because quadratic equation in itself is a good and a easy topic. So just to make it a little bit more understandable, we modify the question. So rather than asking you directly about x square, we are taking x in the power. So this question says, solve for x where 4 raised to power x minus 3 into 2 raised to power x. Bases are same, powers are added in case of multiplication. So what I have done, I have just broken down x plus 2 as 2x into 2 plus 2 raised to power 5. Is it 2 raised to power 5? Okay, I'll take it as 2 raised to power 5 only. 4, can I write 4 as 2 square raised to power x minus 3 into 2, now 6, 2 raised to power x plus 2 into raised to power 5 is equal to 0. Now, can I write this as 2 raised to power x whole square? Just interchange the position. Minus 6 into 2 raised to power x plus 32. Okay, I'll take the number only now directly. Now, I don't understand power again and again. I get confused with it. So what I do is, I say let 2 raised to power x be equal to y. So now these equations look like this. Y square minus 6y plus 32 equals 0. Looks good, looks better. Do we understand this? Looks good, looks better. Okay. So find out the factors of 32 in such a manner that they, on adding and subtracting, either adding and subtracting give 6 or they must give 6. That's how we go. Or you can use the discriminant formula. You can also do it that ways. So now I don't want to get into factorization. I say D. D is B square minus 4AC. So 36 minus, oh, is the question correct? Just give me a second. Let me just check. Because I had picked this question from your textbook only. So let me just have a quick view of if the question is correct. Okay, I missed putting this 2 here. So this is now 4 3s are 12. Sorry for miscommunication. 12 into. Okay, so now this is 12. So minus 12 whole square. Okay. So minus 12 whole square is 144 minus 128. So when you are subtracting this, you get D as 16. So your y here, it's not x. Right now we are solving for y. Y would be minus b plus or minus root b by 2a. It is minus of minus 12 plus or minus square root of 16 by 2 into a is 1. So 12 plus 4 by 2, 12 minus 4 by 2 will be your y. So y will be 16 by 2, 8. Y will be 8 by 2, 4. And we needed the value of x. So value of x is 2 raised to power x is equal to y. So 2 raised to power x is equal to 8 for once. 2 raised to power x is equal to 4 for another part. 2 raised to power x is equal to 2 cube. And 2 raised to power x is equal to 2 square. So your value of x is 3 and 2 here. Okay, so your value of x is 3 and 2. Yes, so most of you have given me the correct answers. Very good, Rajveer, Chirag, Gunjan, Harnoor, you are solving right. Shivashri, you got the right answer for Y. Yes, Aska. And Parinita and Kirti have given the right answer. Shravanand has given the right answer for X. Rajveer has given the right answer for X. Okay, very good. Yes, Kumari Roy has also given the correct answer. Yes. Why interchanging the value? Akul is asking, ma'am, why interchanging the values? That is why I'm replacing 2 raised to power x with y to make it easier and convenient. That's the only thing. Okay, why the interchange of this part? So that it becomes a quadratic equation. We need power 2 above to make it a quadratic equation. Okay. Yes, Rishika wants to understand this type of question once more. So very quickly, I'll repeat this for you, Rishika. Just focus on the screen. I had 4 raised to power x. 4 can be written as 2 square raised to power x. I need square above. Okay. 2 raised square raised to power x can be written as 2x, 2 raised to power 2x. Or it can be rewritten as 2 raised to power x into 2. Or it can be written this way. So I have just replaced it this way so that I get y square. Or the number should be square. So in order to make it square, I have just replaced the positions. On the other side, I had 2x plus 2. So bases are same, powers are added when being multiplied. So when the powers are already in the added position, I will multiply them in order to break it down. So 2 square into 3, 12, 2 raised to power x plus a number again. So now in order to make it simpler looking, I have substituted 2 raised to power x for y. So now this becomes y square minus 12y plus 32 equals 0. You solve this by any of the methods. I have used discriminant personally, but you can use any of the methods. So solve this by using any of the methods to get the values of y. Once you get the value of y, this is not, the question is not ending here. We need value of x. So y was substituted for 2 raised to power x. I have done that same part. So for 2 raised to power x, I have written the value of y. So then 2 raised to power x, value of y was 8. 8 was 2 cube. So hence x must be equal to 3. When the bases are same, powers are also equal. Okay. Same from the other side. So value of x is 3 and 2. Just have a look at it. Fine. Fine. Let's go for the next part. All of these are your textbook questions. All of these are study mat questions. Okay. Now see this. I have something like x minus 1 upon x whole square plus 2 into x plus 1 upon x is equal to 7 upon 1 by 4. Now here, you know, if this would have been x plus 1 by x, my problem would have been sorted out. There wouldn't have been any problem as such here if this would have been x plus 1 by x, because then I would have replaced x plus 1 by x as y and I would have solved the equation. Fine. But the problem here comes in when I have x minus 1 by x. Try to please focus on the screen. Look here. Yes, Aska, I'm solving many more questions like this. So what we are going to do here, x minus 1 by x whole square can be written as x square plus 1 by x square minus 2 into x into 1 by x. That is x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. So this can be rewritten as x square plus 1 by x square minus 2. I hope this is not a problem. I have one term as x plus 1 by x. So I must be, changing this term also in the form of x plus 1 by x so that I can form a quadratic equation here. So what I would be doing is, I'll just check this out. X plus 1 by x whole square can be written as x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. So that means x square plus 1 by x square can be rewritten as x square plus 1 by x square can be rewritten as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2. This value will be replaced here. X square plus 1 by x square value will be replaced here. So now x minus 1 by x whole square can be rewritten as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 minus 2. So instead of this, I can write this as x plus 1 by x whole square minus 4. This is replaced from here. Then I have something like 2 into x plus 1 by x equals 28, 29 by 4. So now again, what I will do is I'll simplify it. Let x plus 1 by x be equal to y. So this is y square minus 4 plus 2y equals to 29 by 4. Cross multiply. 4y square minus 16 plus 8y equals 29. Bring everything on one side. 4y square plus 8y plus 29 here becomes minus 29. When minus 29 gives you 45. Use any of the methods that you like. Okay, this time I'll do prime factorization because I've been doing discriminant for a long time. This time I'll do prime factorization. So 45 into 4 is 180. And the factors that form 8 is 18 minus 10. 18 into 10 is 180 and 18 minus 10 is 8. So I will write 4y square plus 8. Instead of 8, I will write it as 18 minus 10 minus 45 equals 0. So 4y square plus 18y minus 10y minus 45 equals 0. Taking out 2y common. So we are left with 2y plus 9 minus 5 common, 2y plus 9 equals 0. Taking out 2y plus 9 common, we are left with 2y plus 9 and 2y minus 5 equals 0. So y is equal to minus 9 by 2 and plus 5 by 2. These are the two values that I get. Once I get the values 9 by 2 and 5 by 2 of y, I can again replace them for x plus 1 by x. So x plus 1 by x is minus 9 by 2 for once, and x plus 1 by x is 5 by 2 for the other part. Take the LCMs, cross multiply, you will have now two more quadratic equations. Now this is a bit complicated, right? So this makes it x square plus 1 upon x to be equal to minus 9 by 2, cross multiply. 2x square plus 2 equals minus 9x. 2x square plus 9x plus 2 equals 0. Okay. Then this is one equation. So your D here is 9 square minus 4AC. 81 minus 16 makes it 65. makes it 65. So value of x is -9 plus or minus root 65 by 2 into 2. That is -9 plus or minus root 65 by 4. The other part, x square plus 1 by x equals 5 by 2. Cross multiply. 2x square plus 2 equals 5x. 2x square minus 5x plus 2 equals 0. Again, same thing. D, 5 square minus 4 into 2 into 2. 25 minus 4 4s are 16. That is 9. So your x here is minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root of 3 by 2 into 2. That is 5 plus or minus, sorry, square root of 9 plus or minus 3 by 4. So that gives you 8 by 4, that is 2, and 5 minus 3, 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. So you have 4 values, -9 plus or minus root 65 by 4. You have 2 and 1 by 2 also. I hope you're understanding this. I hope you're understanding. Yes, 1 by 2, 2 is correct. -9 plus root 65 by 4 is correct. 74 to nahi aaya. Poloju, you need to check one of your roots. One root is going wrong. Okay. I hope you're understanding this. Okay, this is something that I'm teaching you how to solve. But you remember in the equations chapter in the last class also, I told you, if you have less time and you have to identify the value of x, what will you do? You have A, B, C, D, 4 values given. Which is the correct value you have to identify. So just substitute those values. If it is forming or it is satisfying the condition given in the equation, then it is your solution. Okay. Okay, Sadhya wants to understand the beginning part in this particular question. Look here. Since I was given 1 as a minus x minus 1 by x whole square, and the other part was plus 1 by x whole 1 by x value. So obviously something which is not in square, it is very difficult for me to change this, but I may change this. So what I have done is x minus 1 by whole square, I've just opened the bracket. This looks like this, x square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is what I'm getting. But I need something in x plus 1 by x. So I'll do x plus 1 by x whole square. So again, a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this a square plus b square is common in both of them. So what I can do is I can get the value of a square plus b square from this equation and substitute it in the first one. So x square plus 1 by x square value is x plus 1 by whole square minus 2. This value substituted here. So this already had a minus 2. So hence it becomes x plus 1 by x whole square minus 2 gives you minus 4. Rest of the things same. Now I have got these common terms. So hence x plus 1, let x plus 1 by x be equal to y. So this becomes y square minus substituting the value y square minus 4 into plus 2y equals to 29 by 4. So cross multiply. 4 here goes there, gets multiplied. Then open the entire bracket and bring everything on one side. You find an equation. You can solve that equation by either of the methods. You get the value of y, substitute the value of y for the equation of x that you found, and then just get the answer. This is Anjana, actually this is not complicated, it's just a bit more comprehensive, like it requires a bit of more of your hard work, right? Otherwise it is good. Chirag, we have quadratic equation in our syllabus. So this is, though it is, if you're saying pre-quadratic, but it is, again, we are simplifying and we are, narrowing down into quadratic equations, multiple quadratic equations, and then we are finding out the values. So again, Manshi is asking from the value here, as in from x square plus 1 by x equal to minus 9 by 2. So this was one of the quadratic equations we found. We used discriminant formula and found the value of x. This is with the value minus 9 by 2. Now the same equation with the value 5 by 2. This is being solved, for which I got the values 2 and 1 by 2. That was the only new thing here. How 7 1 by 4 became 29 by 4? Vagdevi is asking. Interesting question. 7 1 by 4 is a mixed fraction. If you do not know anything about mixed fraction, I tell you what happens is you multiply denominator with the whole number. इसको हम multiply करेंगे. We'll multiply denominator with the whole number. Whatever product you get, you add this number to it. So this is 7 is a kind of full quotient. 1 is the remainder and 4 is the divisor. So you do 4 into 7, add 1 divided by the 4 itself. That's how you get 29 by 4. Aska is asking, such kinds of questions will come in exam. Yes, there might be a possibility such kind of question might come in exam. Okay. Okay, Shivashri says the starting step seems to be a bit complicated, but yes, I understand. Because see, Shivashri, what happens is you need to be thorough, or at least try to revise the algebraic formula. If you are thorough with them, this is not going to be as difficult. You can always relate if you know the formulas. Okay. Poloju, just wait for me to finish my questions first, and then I'll take up your doubts. Okay. So another one, these all are taken from your book. In fact, the earlier ones also. So I have started doing this practice. I'm taking more of the questions from study material so that, you will not face much of a problem by the end of the session. But still, we have to give some, variety also. So I'm giving some different question and some same kind of question. So this was also one of the question in question number 3 in page number 2.20. See, what happens is this looks something like this. You have 4, add it with 1 upon 4, plus add it with the similar number 1 upon, add it with the similar, this goes on. This is like infinite. So what we do is we say let the, because I have to find out this value of this entire expression. So I say let this expression be equal to x. Let this entire expression be taken as equal to x. So now it looks something like this, x plus 4 plus. If you understand, 1 upon, this thing again is nothing but x only. Okay. So this is also x. So, sorry, this is x is equal to 4 plus 1 by x. That's it. That ends. Take the LCM. 4x plus 1. This is x. This x goes there, becomes x square is equal to 4x plus 1. So x square minus 4x plus 1 equals 0. Use discriminant here. You will not be able to find it out by factorization because one factor is giving you 4 as a sum. It will be not possible for you to identify. So you find out d. D is b square minus 4ac. It is minus 4 square minus 4 into a is 1, c is 1. So this is 16 minus 4 into 1, 4. That is 12. So you get the value of d. D is 12 here. Okay. 12 can be written as 4 into 3. Now, your x is minus b plus or minus root d by 2a. So it is minus of minus 4 plus or minus root 12 by 2 into a is 1. So x is equal to 4 plus or minus root 12 can be written as 4 into 3. whole upon 2. So 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. Square root of 4 is 2 divided by 2. You can take out 2 common or you divide each of them separately with 2. So this gives you 2 plus or minus root 3 as your answer. Okay, thank you for correcting, Ritika. I missed taking this part as -1. So this is -1, this is plus here, then this makes it 20. Okay, so 20 can be written as 4 into 5. Rest of the things are same. Okay. -1. This is -1 minus plus 20. 20 can be written as 4 into 5. That is 20 into 4 into 5 to root 5. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for correcting. No, this is Varda is thinking this is an imaginary. No, square root is not an imaginary number. Imaginary arises when your D is a negative number. Here D is not a negative. Yes, Anjana wants me to repeat this question. Yes, I can repeat this question for you. Yes. Yes, Shivashri, there was a slight sign mistake happened from my end. I've corrected this. So your answer is now 2 plus and minus root 5. I'll tell you why the answer is only 2 plus root 5. But let me first tell this part to everybody. Okay. I'll just quickly repeat this question for you guys. Now, see. So this is. Okay. So this is now what is happening here is x is equal to 4 plus then some value 4 plus then some value 4 plus. This is going to happen. So what I have taken, let this entire expression be equal to x, for which I have to find out the value. So here also the entire expression is repeating till infinity. So I have replaced this entire part again with x. We had taken the LCM, cross multiplied, taken everything on one side, treated like any other normal quadratic equation, and find the value of x. I have taken d, then for the value of d, we have taken the value of x. Though being the quadratic equation, you get two answers, 2 plus root 5 and 2 minus root 5. But your textbook is referring it to 2 plus root 5. Why? Why? Because if you see the expression, 4 plus everything is being added till infinity. When a number, okay, and that to a real number, that to an integer, a positive integer, is being added, something like, for example, if I say, if I'm adding 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and it goes on till infinity, at any point of time, if I have to make it, simplify it, or if I have to make it understandable, at any point of time, I will not refer to this 2 as like 3 minus any number. It cannot be possible because the entire expression is of addition. There is no point of subtraction here at all. So when I have two roots of x, that is 2 plus root 5 and 2 minus root 5. So why 2 minus root 5 will never appear? Because there is no minus happening here as it is. There is no number being deducted. So the only number that you are getting here is 2 plus, like in the form of addition. So your answer will come in the form of addition only, that is 2 plus root 5. Okay. And also root 5, by the way, for those who do not know, root 5 is greater than 2. When I will do 2 minus root 5, this is going to give me a negative number. So my question is not at all negative anywhere. This expression is nowhere having a negative. Okay. Yes. Sakaldeep has understood now. Yes. Okay. So good. I hope like you are enjoying also and you are understanding these questions also. Let us take a word problem. Let us take a word problem. Divide 25 into two parts such that the sum of their reciprocals is 1/6. Very, very easy. So we can do it with either of the ways. We can do it as linear equation part also. We can also do it in the quadratic equation. Both are going to give you the same answer. I'll just quickly tell you. You say 25 is a number and we have to divide it in two parts. So we can say let numbers be x and y. So x plus y together form 25. That is first equation. 1/x, the sum of their reciprocals is equal to 6. This is your second equation. Substitute, you take the LCM, you substitute the values, and then you get value of x and y. You can do it this way also. The other way of doing this is let number be x. So if let one of the numbers, if one of the number is x, other would be part of 25 only, the 25 minus x. If you have not understood, try to understand. If I have a 5-meter long cloth, if I have a 5-meter long piece of cloth, and one of the cuttings that I do there on that cloth is 2 meters. Out of the 5-meter piece of cloth, one of the cuttings I have done is of 2 meters. What is the other cutting size? What is the size of the other cutting? So 5 minus 2. That is exactly what I've done. So if, okay, take it this way. If I have to travel 25 kilometers as a distance. So if I'm traveling 25 kilometers as a distance in total, my first destination or my first stop is at 10 kilometers. How many more kilometers? What is the remaining part of the distance left? How many more kilometers are left? That is again 25 minus x. So if one of the numbers is x, the other number is 25 minus x. The sum of their reciprocals is 6, 1/6. Nothing doing, simply take the LCM. X into 25 minus x is equal to 1/6. So this is 25 minus x, as in this divided by this 25 minus x plus this by this x. Minus x plus x cancels out. Cross multiply. 25 into 6, 150 is equal to this part, entire part goes there. That is 25x minus x square. Bring everything on one side. X square minus 25x plus 150 equals 0. I know another algebra formula. Okay, for those who have understood factorization and D formula very well, this is another step, a step ahead, like one of the shortcuts that I personally do. So 25 can be derived by 15 and 10. 15 plus 10 into x plus 150 equals 0. So I don't know if you remember or not, there was this one algebra formula, x minus a into x minus b is equal to x square minus a plus b into x plus ab. This was one of the algebraic formulas. So now I have this formation. From here, I can directly write it as x minus 15 and x minus 10 equals 0. So the two parts are 15 and 10. So the two parts are 15 and 10. And most of you are giving me correct answers. Very good. Congratulations, Harshita, Poloju, Sakaldeep, Kumari Roy, Varda, correct. So you have understood. Acha, this is a good question. Nailusha Medavini is asking, ma'am, why we take it equal to x and why don't equal to y? Child, you can take anything. You can take x, you can take y. You just have to get the value. So it's fine. You can take y, and every time you're taking y, I will say find out the value of y. That's the only point. So no problem. You can take x, you can take y, whatever you like. Parnita, Harnoor, Devesh, you all have given me correct answers. That's good. That's good. Okay. Barkatullah, you need to practice and read your material. Everything will be understandable. This is very simple. As it is, I'm going very slow. So don't worry. If you have any problems, I'll solve, but at least practice and read. You will have to do some homework at home also before coming to the class so that it becomes more easy and understandable. Okay. I think you all can relate to this. This is quite an easy one now for you because you have been doing some questions by now. So this says 6 into square root of x upon 1 minus x plus square root of 1 minus x upon x equals to 13. Okay. Take any value. Let x root of x upon 1 minus x be equal to y. So now this looks like this 6 into y plus this is absolutely reciprocal. 1 by y equals 13. Cross multiply 6 y square plus 1 by y equals 13. So it is 6y square plus 6 equals 13y. 6y square minus 13y plus 6 equals 0. I enjoy doing prime factorization. So 6 6 are 36. Factors of 36, that gives me 13, 9 and 4. So 6y square minus 9y minus 4y plus 6 equals 0. Take out 3y common here. 2y minus 3 minus 2 common here. 2y minus 3 equals 0. So 2y minus 3 into 3y minus 2 equals 0. So 2y minus 3 equals 0 means y is equal to 3 by 2. 3y minus 2 equals 0 means y is equal to 2 by 3. I just got values of y. I'll substitute this. X upon 1 minus square root of x upon 1 minus x is equal to 3 by 2. And square root of x upon 1 minus x is equal to 2 by 3. So squaring on both sides. This gives you x upon 1 minus x to be equal to 9 by 4. Cross multiply. 4x is equal to 9 minus 9x. So come here, 13x is equal to 9. So your value of x is 9 by 13. Again, squaring. X upon 1 minus x is equal to 4 by 9. Cross multiply. 9x is equal to 4 minus 4x. Come here. 13x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 by 13. Any problem? Any problem? Okay, Chirag wants the options also in front of you. See, Chirag, right now my target is to teach you the method of solving. Once you are asking me the questions from the study material, it already has a lot of options. Okay, so you can always substitute the option and get the correct answer. Okay, Harshita did not understand. So for Harshita, I'm repeating again. X upon square root of x upon 1 minus x. And the other one is absolute reciprocal of the same number. So take any of them as equal to y. So if one is y, the other one is 1 by y. I've just substituted it. Okay, take the LCM y. So this y divided by 1 gives y into y square plus y by y 1 plus 1 cross multiply. So you get a quadratic equation like this: 6y square minus 13y plus 6 equal to 0. I'm stopping here. You don't like factorization method? No problem. Go for discriminant. So minus 13 whole square b square minus 4ac 169 minus 6 6 are 36, 4 are 144, 25. You get value of d. So your x is equal to minus b plus or minus root d by 2 into a. So it is 13 plus or minus 5 by 12. So take it this way: 13 plus 5 by 12 and 13 minus 5 by 12. 18 by 12 and 8 by 12. 4. Okay, this one is 6. 6 threes are 6 twos are. 4 twos are 4 threes are. These are your answers. Okay. Bala Sanjana Lakshmi, I have just now repeated. I hope now your problem is also clear here. All right. Cubic. People were getting worried about the cubic equation. I'll tell you, there are also two ways of doing cubic equation. One was trial and error. The most of the time used method is trial and error. Okay. In the paper, you might have options A, B, C, D. The best way of doing a cubic question is A, B, C, D. Put those values here in the equation. Whichever gives you the answer equal to 0 is your correct answer. Nobody is asking in a multiple choice question, nobody is asking you a method, right? No, Nital, both the methods give you same answer. Both the methods, you use either of the methods, you'll get the same answer. Okay. So cubic, trial and error. Let me try with 4 factors, the factors of 4. 1, 2, and 4. So let me try with x equal to 1 first. It says 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1 minus 4. 1 minus 6 plus 9 minus 4. Minus 5 plus 5. In the first go itself, it has given me 0. That means x equal to 1 is a factor. X equal to 1 can be rewritten as x minus 1. So divide x cube minus 6x square plus 9x minus 4 with x minus 1. Okay. Yes, Bibika, exactly. This is what I'm saying, that in the question, you will be given answers A, B, C, D. Substitute those A, B, C, D in the equation itself. You will quickly get the correct answer. You need not solve this. I am teaching you how to solve such a kind of question. So that gives me hint. I will teach you 3 methods for the same question. One is this one. When hit and try, I took one of the factors, substituted it in the equation, I got 0. Then that factor is taken as a complete polynomial factor. So I will divide now. X, what should be multiplied here? X square to get x cube. So x cube minus 1 into x square gives me minus x square. It's a typical division. We go as many letters we have here. So x cube minus x cube cancels away. Minus 6 plus 1, minus 5x square plus 9x minus 4. So I need minus 5x square. So I will multiply it with minus 5x. This gives me minus 5x square minus minus plus 5x. Again, subtracting. So this cancels away. I get 4x minus 4 plus 4. 4x minus 4, 0. So now this can be rewritten as x minus 1 into x square minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. I told you personally, I am very good in factorization. So I know 4 into 1, 4 plus 1 gives me 5. So I can quickly rewrite this as x minus 1 into x minus 4. I knew this is going to be the answer. So my value of x's are 1, 1 and 4. Okay. I'll teach you another method. Another method is just like sum of roots. Okay, sum of roots here. In the cubic equation, the roots are alpha, beta and gamma. Sum of roots is minus b by a. So it is 6 by 1. Product of roots is alpha, beta, gamma. It is minus d by a here. This is d. So that is equal to 4. Okay. But we still cannot have it because we have 3 equations. And we have sum of product of roots, which is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha to be equal to c by a, to be equal to minus 9 by 1. Now you have 1, 2, 3 equations. Solve all 3 of them, you will get the value of alpha, beta, gamma, which I am not going to do. By the way, let me tell you, one of you had suggested me, ma'am, this is an easier method rather than trial and error. Beta, this is not as easy as getting an answer from trial and error. You can see, you need 3 equations because this is a cubic one. This is not a quadratic one. Okay. So just, I would suggest you just ignore this. Third method, I'll tell you the third method. Just give me a second. This equation of x cube minus 6x square has been taken from your exercise only. So I'll quickly tell you which question is this. Okay, so this is question number 8 of exercise I, page 2.26. Okay, so you have been given these options: 4, 1 and minus 1, minus 4, minus 1 and minus 1, minus 4, minus 1 and 1, and then 1, 1, 4. So we'll try with the first one. See, 4, 1 and 1, these are 3 separate values of x. It's not like for 1x you will put 4, for the other you will put 1, and for the third one you'll put minus 1. Try to understand what I'm trying to say is, if you are getting answer 0 with 4, you're getting answer 0 with 1, and you are not getting answer 0 with minus 1. This itself eliminates the option 2 and 3. Again, try to understand. 4 cube minus 6 into 4 square plus 9 into 4 minus 4. This gives you 0. Correct. Same, 1 cube minus 6 into 1 square plus 9 into 1 minus 4 again gives you 0. Correct. Minus 1 whole cube minus 6 into minus 1 whole square plus 9 into minus 1 minus 4. Solve this. Minus 1. This is a plus 1 now. Plus 1 minus 6 minus 9 minus 4. This is not equal to 0. So it shows that 4 and 1 are roots, but minus 1 is not. If minus 1 is not a root, that means this is not a correct answer. This has minus 1 is also not a correct answer. This having minus 1 is also not a correct answer. Naturally, I'm left with the last option. Are you understanding? Far easier, far easier. Kirti, let me tell you what I am telling right now. Simply substitute the values. It is also far easier. It is very much easier than even trying trial and error. If your paper is a subjective kind of paper, then I would suggest you learn the trial and error method and then, go on with finding the correct answer. But if it is just an MCQ, try the option and get the correct answer. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. I think, okay, dear Bala Sanjana Lakshmi, let me correct this for you. You are getting confused that in the 7th question, why am I getting different answer for same x? Child, I have solved this equation using D. So I have not found the value of x here. 3 by 2 and 2 by 3 are the values for y only. For x again, you will still have to substitute and get the correct answer. Okay, I hope I have answered Bala Sanjana's problem now. Okay, let me see. Asta is saying, yeah, it is 9 by 1. Okay, thank you for correcting, child. But anyways, we are not going to do with this. You should know this sum of roots and product of roots and sum product of the roots, but no need of solving the entire equation by using this formula. No. Okay. Arshdeep wants to learn the division here. See, I think polynomial division is a difficult thing for many of you. See, when you are dividing a polynomial with that of the another polynomial, take the first value and the first value here. Just you will focus in converting this first into the value in the of the dividend. Okay, so x cube, what should be multiplied with x to get x cube? You get x square. So the quotient here is x square. So x into x square gives you x cube. But at the same time, this x square will also be multiplied with -1. So -1 into x square gives me minus x square. Now solve this equation, as in subtract it. Division में हम ऐसे ही करते हैं ना, 5 divided by 2, 2 2s are 4, and we subtract. Likewise, subtract it. While subtracting, this minus becomes plus. Minus minus it becomes plus. So -6 plus becomes -5x square. Take the other terms also down. Now, what should be multiplied with x in order to get -5x square? That is -5x. So I have substituted -5x here. So -5x square. Now -5x will also be multiplied with -1, gives you +5x. Again subtracting changes the values. This cancels out, and here I'm left with 9 minus 5, 4x. -4 is carried forward. What should be multiplied with x to get 4x? That's 4. So +4. So we get 4x minus 4 here, and this cancels out. So this is the quotient. So now what I do is divisor into quotient. Remainder should be 0. Now this forms a quadratic equation. This can be used, this can be factorized by splitting the middle term, by using D, by whichever method you like. You solve it and you get the values. Okay. Last question. Then I'll take your doubt. Mohammed Sail Khan Pathan. I'll take your doubts. Okay. Let me complete this last question. Have to check which value to substitute from. Okay, Parinita, I'll take up your doubt. Okay. Yes. So this question says we have an equilateral triangle. You understand an equilateral triangle? The triangle which has all the 3 sides as equal. Hmm. Okay. Now the question says that each of the sides of the equilateral triangle are reduced by some value. Like one side is reduced by 12, the other side is reduced by 13, and the other side is reduced by 14. So these sides now, x minus 14, x minus 13, and x minus 12, these are so reduced that they now form a right triangle. My question to you is, how do you know that hypotenuse must be x minus 12 and it is not x minus 13 or it is not x minus 14? How do you get to know that I should take x minus 12 as hypotenuse? A right triangle is a one which has a 90-degree angle. The side which is below this angle is the base. The side which is on the top is the perpendicular. The side which is exactly opposite to this 90-degree angle is known as hypotenuse. And for your information, hypotenuse is always the biggest side. Very good. Poloju has given the correct answer, and Harnoor also. Because hypotenuse is the longest side. If it is the longest side, then why not minus 14? Because you have understood this. If I minus 12 from 20 or I minus 14 from 20, which is a bigger number? Which is a bigger number? Naturally, 12 deduction is a bigger number. It's 8, right? So try to understand this. The bigger number is in the minus direction. So that will make the number as the smallest one. So x minus 12 being the biggest number will be my hypotenuse. And since we are making a right triangle, so right triangle always comes with something called Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem says square of sum of other two sides is equal to square of hypotenuse. Okay. Yes, very good. Everybody has given me the correct answer. Very good. Just open the bracket. X square minus 28x plus 196 plus x square minus 26x plus 169 equals x square minus 24x plus 144. Take everything on one side. So you have 1x square cancelled out, x square minus 28x minus 26x plus 24x from the other side. Then plus 196 plus 169 minus 144 equals 0. So x square minus 2 minus 30x 196 plus 169 365 minus 144 221. So plus 221 equals 0. Use any of the questions, use any of the methods, and get the value for x. Use any of the methods to get the value of x. Okay. So D is equal to B square minus 4AC 900 minus 884 16. X is equal to minus B plus or minus root D by 2A 30 plus or minus 4 by 2 34 by 2, 17, and 26 by 2, 13. But my correct answer is only 17. Why? Varda, I will not consider 13 as the answer. I will consider only 17 as the correct answer. Poluju, though you get Poloju, Parinita, Abhinav, Shravanand, you are giving me the correct answers. But still, I will not consider 13 as my correct answer side. Why? 17, 17 can be reduced by 12, can be reduced by 13, can be reduced by 14 to get a right triangle dimensions. Yes, but 13 cannot be taken because once it is deducted from 14, the side will become a negative dimension, which is not correct. A triangle side cannot be negative. Yes, Parinita has also got the answer correct. Yes, because Poloju is telling me that because 13 is giving one of the sides as 0. And if one of the sides is 0, as it is not making a triangle. Correct. So in your, so you know what, for confusing you in your paper, the options might give you answer 17 or 13, 13, only 17, or any other number, say. So you must know, although you got a correct answer as 17 and 13 both, but your correct answer is only 17. Yes. Gunjan Devi, you are giving me the sides of the right triangle, but we are asking you the side of the equilateral triangle, so which is 17. Okay. Yes. Oh, I am sorry. I thought that was the last question, but 10th question ends up being the last question. So the sum of two irrational numbers multiplied by the larger one is 70. And the difference is multiplied by the smaller one is 12. The two numbers are, so we have two rational numbers. We'll start with this only. Let two irrational numbers be x and y, and x being greater than y. Sum of two irrational numbers multiplied by the larger one is 70. Their difference multiplied with the smaller one gives you 12. The two numbers are, so you have x square plus xy equals 70. You have xy minus y square equals 12. Okay, so we have got this value. So I can subtract these values. Okay, so I get x square plus y square as equal to 58. Like this can also be one of the equations. Or we may do it this way, that we can get the value of x from here. So value of x from here will be 12 plus y square upon y. This will be substituted. This is coming from the second equation. Will be substituted in the first equation. So 12 plus y square upon y into 12 plus y square upon y plus y to be equal to 70. So now everything is in terms of y. So 12 plus y square, okay, to be multiplied with 12 plus y square plus y square upon y into y to be equal to 70. So this becomes 12 plus y square into 12 plus 2y square whole upon y square equals 70. Okay, I'll tell you. Fine. So now I'm taking let y square be equal to t. So this is now 12 plus t into 12 plus 2t divided by t equals 70. 144 plus 24t plus 12t plus t square, 2t square equals 70t. Take everything on one side. 2t square plus 36t minus 70t plus 144 equals 0. 2t square minus 34t plus 144 equals 0. 34 by 144 factors, or maybe you can take out 2 common. So t square minus 17t plus 72 equals 0. This is from 9 and 8. 9 plus 8 plus 72 equals 0. So t minus 9 and t minus 8 equals 0. So the value of t is 9 and 8. So I said y square will be equal to 9 and 8. So y will be equal to plus or minus 3 and plus or minus 2. 2 root 2. Okay. You get the value of y. Substitute it. Substitute it here to get the value of x. So value of x will be, if I am saying y is equal to 3. So value of x will be 12 plus 3 square 9 by 3. That is 21 by 3, 7. But we need irrational numbers. Okay, I will request. Dharvi is saying, can we have a one separate day only for the doubts, because it gets too late by the evening. It does, but I'll just talk about it if I can get that one lecture. As it is, I have saved one of yours. I just need to check this question from where I have taken, so that we can verify this answer part also. Sum of Okay, so this is coming as a combination of a, we are saying irrational number. So we'll pick up irrational number here. We'll not talk about the other numbers. So y being 2 root 2, your value of x will be 12 plus 8 by 2 root 2. That is 20 by 2 root 2. That is 10 by 2 root 2. We can always rationalize. So we get this as 5 root 2. So your answer is 5 root 2 and 2 root 2. C part. I know this Is this working? Is this working? Yes, correct. Sakaldeep, you are right. Yes, I think I was just thinking whether it is working or not, but yes, it worked up for all of you. Yes. Perfect. Thank you, Kirti. Yes. Dharvi, I'll try to look into your request. And yes, Nailusha, you have found the question, and I hope now you have understood the solution also. Of course, Parinita and everybody else. Look here. Look here. I'm just telling you this question again. It says the sum of two irrational numbers multiplied by the larger one is 70. This. And the difference is multiplied by the smaller one is 12. This. Okay. You can, because this is your MCQ kind of question. All of you. You can check whether the following conditions are being satisfied with the options given. If they are, then your question solves then and there itself. So you have two numbers. In the first part, you have two numbers, 3 root 2 and 2 root 3. Okay, it says sum of two irrational numbers multiplied by the larger one. First of all, when you are adding them, okay, and multiplying with the larger number, it is never going to give you 70. So first option goes away. Second, 5 root 2 plus 3 root 5, again being multiplied by 5 root 2. Though 5 into 5, 25 into 2 does give you 50, plus this becomes 15 root 10, which is again not 70. Second option also goes away. Then we have 2 root 2 plus 5 root 2 being multiplied with the larger one, 5 root 2. So this is 7 root 2 into 5 root 2. 7 5s are 35 into 2, 70. So third option is my correct answer. That is how in the examination you can get the answer quickly. But if you want to understand, what I did was I found one equation and two equation based on the condition using X and Y both. I opened the entire equations. From one of the equations, like from the second one, I found the value of Y. I got the value of X here. Because X was appearing only once here, I get the value of X from here. From this X that I got, I substituted this X in the first equation. So now first equation looks something like this. And everywhere there was Y square, even in the numerator, even in the denominator. So I decided to substitute Y square for T. So now everywhere instead of Y square, I have T. I am solving it, taking everything on one side like a normal quadratic equation. I get the value for T. These values of T that I get, they are then taken for Y square. But for Y square, we need to substitute it with an irrational number. So 3 being a rational number, 2 root 2 are taken as irrational number. So if Y is taken as 2 root 2 as one of the irrational numbers, the value of X would be, when substituted the value of Y, is calculated here. So the other number will also be the same. As in, if you're taking minus 2 root 2, that will give you minus 5 root 2. Most probably a bit of change would be there. But then, yes, so this is the part. So this is how you get by solving it by using a method rather than doing it, directly. Okay. Yes, this is page number 2.25. Question number 12, page 2.25. Okay. Okay. Bala Sanjana Lakshmi now is asking question number 10, page 2.21. Sakaldeep wants to get over with the session. So this question says L minus M by 2 x square minus L plus M by 2 x plus M is equal to, I think it is 0. In my book, there is some printing error. I'm assuming it to be 0. And I have to solve for x. Again, one of the ideas is substitute the values which are given to you into the equation, if you can do that. I will do this kind of question by using D. D says b square minus 4ac. Looks difficult, but it turns out to be easier one. L plus M whole square minus 4 L minus M by 2 into M. Okay, this goes like this 2. So now I have something like this, L plus M by 2 whole square minus 2 L minus M into M. Okay. If it is possible for you, it would be good if you can open up the entire bracket and take the LCM. This is 4. Okay. So this is L square plus M square plus 2ML. Open this bracket. This is by 1, 4 being multiplied, minus 8 M into L minus M. So this becomes like this, L square plus M square plus 2ML minus 8ML minus 8 and minus plus 8M square whole divided by 4. This becomes L square plus 9M square minus 6ML whole by 4. And if you know algebra formulas correctly, this is nothing but L a square L square plus 3M whole square minus 6ML. What I mean to say is a square plus b square minus 2ab gives you this answer upon 4. So this can be written as L minus 3M whole square by 2 square. This is what your D is. So now your X is equal to minus B plus or minus root D by 2A. So it is minus B minus L plus M by 2 minus of minus B plus or minus square root of L minus 3M by 2 whole square by 2 into L minus M by 2. So this is minus of minus makes it cancel. L plus M by 2 plus or minus L minus 3M by 2 whole upon 2 into L minus M by 2. 2 and 2 cancels out. So this is now, if you do it separately, L plus M plus L minus 3M whole upon 2 by L minus M, one part. Then L plus M minus L plus 3M by 2 into L minus M. Okay, these are the two factors. Then again rearrange them. So this gives you 2L minus 2M upon 2 into L minus M. So if you see 2L minus 2M, they are the same numbers. So this cancels and becomes 1. Okay, the other one, L minus L cancels up, 3M plus M becomes 4M by 2 into L minus M. So it is 1 and 2M upon L minus M as your correct answer, which is A part, which is part A. Okay. Okay, so is it 4:30? Okay, so people have got exhausted because of the time. Um, question number 10. Bala, Sanjana, Lakshmi, I just did your doubt only. Okay, Shivashri is saying the question is different in the query, as in the book. But in my case, I mean, the book that I have, I think we need to check this. But yes, this was the question with me. Okay, okay, fine. People want to end the session. So I would suggest you do practice a lot of questions from the exercises, from the study mat. And yes, let's end the session here. You may practice and you may ask more doubts, and I'll talk about like one of the sessions entirely for the doubts, and then yes, you can ask more of the questions. Till then, keep practicing and have a good day. Thank you. Let the session be over. Okay. Right. Question number 4. 2.5, question number 4. Someone is asking. Rest of you can go. Let me just check. What question is that? Bacha, we have. Okay, I'll just tell. Okay, only for Parinita. Rest of you can go. Parinita has asked me one of the questions from page 2.5. If you want to stay, you may. Quickly, I'll tell you. Question number 4 from page 2.5. It says sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 10. Okay. If 18 is subtracted from it, that is, let number be 10x plus y. So if 18 is subtracted from it, the digits in the resulting number will be equal. So the digits in the resulting number will be equal. Okay. So we have these options 37, 73, and 75. We check from the option here. We will not solve from the equation as of now. Check from the option. Yes, the sum of the digits is 10. Okay. So if you are subtracting 18 from the number, 37 minus 18, it gives you 19. Digits are not equal. So first option is not correct. 73 does give you the sum as 10. So 73 minus 18 gives you 55. Yes, this is the correct answer. 73 is the correct answer. Okay, Parinita. Okay. Question 21. Dharvi wanted to end and now she's asking. Okay, question number 10, 16. Dharvi is asking question number 10, 16 of page 1.33 and 21 of 1.34. Now everybody wants to ask. Yes, okay, Parinita, yes, you can solve, but for some of the questions, just get the like get the way through it in the easier manner, something that you can solve easily. Just try to finish it off. MCQ has that advantage that you can do away with it by having the right option in your hand. Okay, so 1.33 question number. Okay, 1.33, I was asked question number 10. It says log 0.0625 to the base 2 is equal to what? So log, first of all, correct this part. 625 divided by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the base 2. It's like this, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, correct. Okay, so 625 divided by this. Okay, so now try to work upon this number. So 25 25s are 25 400s are. Okay, so 25 ones are 25 16s are. So this is log 2 base 1 by 16. That is log 1 minus log 16 with the base 2. So that is 0 minus log 16 is 2, 2s are 4, 2s are 8, 2s are 16, 4. So answer is minus 4. It must be 4. Should it be 10th to the base 2 log 1? I guess so. This has to be minus 4, then check. Okay. Then question number 16th. 16 says if log x with the base 2 plus log x with the base 4 plus log x to the base 16 is same as 21 by 4. What is x? See, you will reverse the bases. So this becomes log, 1 by log x to the base 2 plus, oh, wait. Log m plus log n, right? Okay, wait. Erase this part. So what we can do is we can bring all of them into the common base. So this can be log x by log 2 to the base 10. I think this is how we'll go. Plus again log x by log 2 to the, log 4 to the base 10. Then again log x by log 16 to the base 10. Okay, so log x, I'm doing this a bit hurriedly. 4 can be written as 2 square. So this will be 2 log 2 plus log x by 4 log 2 equals 21 by 4. Take the LCM 4 log 2. Okay, and take out log x common. So what are we left with? Here it is 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 21 by 4. Take this here. So your log x into 7 by 4 log 2 is same as 21 by 4. This goes on the other side. Log x is equal to 21 by 4 into 4 by 7 log 2. This cancels up. This is 3. So log x is equal to 3 log 2. Log x is equal to log 2 cube. So x is equal to 8 is your answer for this. Okay. A part is your answer. 21st I have done. 21st I would suggest you do it yourself. For rest of the questions, you can practice. Yes, you can practice. You can practice more and we can get to the doubts. I'm ending the session here because that was the last request I got of the 3 questions. 2 of them I have solved. Third one is the one that I've already done in the class. So I would request you to try it yourself once more. And if not, then I'm there to help. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. We are winding up the session here. It's already 4:45. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Let's end up the session.